Welcome to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. It's Season 3, Episode 2, with our newest member of the PTN family, Deanna Fontanez. Pocono Television Network has been around since 2018. I was fortunate enough to join in 2019 along with Deanna. Chris has always headed up the hosting and added a new co-host in 2022, Deanna Fontanez. Deanna is no stranger to the Poconos. In fact, she tells me she dreamt of being a host of a travel show when she was growing up. Well, looks like she ended up right where she belongs. Recently, Deanna joined us on the monthly Pocono Mountains magazine and also highlights lots of the Poconos with Chris on our Pocono Mountains commercials. We caught up with Deanna after a shoot at Pocono Organics. That's in just a bit. The Poconos is a year-round destination for millions, with 2,400 square miles of forests, mountains, rivers, and lakes. With historic downtowns and iconic family resorts, it's the perfect getaway. You can always find out more on PoconoMountains.com or watch PTN, the Pocono Television Network, streaming live 24/7. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. We'll have a new episode each week highlighting lots of the fun things you can experience while you're visiting the Poconos. Subscribe and leave a review and or comment on whatever platform you listen. Now, back to the episode. Deanna Fontanez is one of the hosts you'll see on PTN whenever you watch. She's always smiling, always excited to take on a new adventure on PTN and right here in the Poconos. And Deanna is extremely down to earth, perfect for our PTN family. I caught up with Deanna recently during a Pocono Mountains magazine shoot about using farm-fresh ingredients at Pocono Organics in the kitchen with Chef Lindsay. That will be on the April edition of Pocono Mountains magazine, set to premiere on April 2nd. But for now, here's our discussion, both between me and Deanna. Enjoy. Hi, everyone. It's Jim Hamill, host of Pocono Mountains Podcast, right here at the Market Cafe at Pocono Organics in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. And the Poconos is returning to warmer days, warmer months. It is springtime, and I have with me somebody who springs eternal, Deanna Fontanez. She is one of our hosts on PTN, the Pocono Television Network. And you were here today, Deanna. You were getting the lowdown on what it takes to make some amazing meals from the ingredients grown right here at Pocono Organics. Fun. Welcome to the podcast, though.
Thank you for having me.
We're glad to have you on PTN because you bring so much to the table on your effervescence, your love of life, and your love of the Poconos, too.
I love the Poconos.
That's perfect. Tell me all about the fact that you've been now to Archery Addiction, Sunset Hill, and now Pocono Organics. Mm-hmm. What if those stories kind of led you to experience right here in the Poconos?
Well, all three places that I went to were places I've never been to. So I got to shoot at Sunset Hill, which was fun to go on the range and try new things. I was like a kid in a candy store. Mm-hmm. Archery Addictions was fun, another thing that I've never tried. So, I got to try bow and arrow, which was fun. Yeah. I wasn't great, need more practice, but it was still fun. And then today at Pocono Organics, it was great to go into the greenhouses and kind of see how things start as a seed and then grow into something amazing and delicious. I got to take a cooking class, so stay tuned to watch. It's been great.
That's for the April episode. Of course, the March one is out there right now, and that's where you took aim at both those locations.
Yes.
And so that got your appetite wet a little bit for what it takes to be safe out there on the range. And
that's one thing that I loved about Sunset Hill. They are all about safety. Mm-hmm. And I've been to ranges before, but they have such a different experience there, from the safety to the guidance to teaching me about each firearm that we use. And it was so fun. Like, my heart was pumping, my adrenaline was going, like the excitement. Everyone thought, they were like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yes, I'm just so excited. I can't even stand it."
And that's, I tell people when we're doing what we do here, which is storytell about these amazing properties, people, and places that are really kind of making the Poconos, again, so wonderful to experience from a visitation standpoint, but also from living here. And I say, I get to experience the best parts of it, and you do too.
I love it. And what I think my idea behind the stories that I want to tell are kind of like the Poconos through Deanna's eyes. Mm-hmm. Like, I can go somewhere and tell you to come, but I want to try it first and then tell you to come.
Right.
I don't like to tell somebody something if I haven't tried it myself. So I've been lucky enough for all three places that I've been to, I got to try it on my own.
You got to be a spokesperson and you got to experience it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe you, right. Yeah. So you come to us by way of kind of working with our very own Chris Barrett on the commercial side of stuff.
Yeah.
People might recognize you from a lot of other different content out there on Pocono Television Network and for the Pocono Mountains, website, and obviously everything that you see out there in the world. What has that experience been like for you?
It's been fun. I mean, me and Chris kind of hit it off right away, and we have like this like sibling brother-sister relationship. We bust each other's chops. I mean, it's been great. So it's been a nice transition. Just the whole team is like a family. So you guys all welcomed me, been very supportive and helpful, been patient with me as I learn.
Well, that's what it's all about, really, is that we are a team.
Yeah.
And we like to kind of have these experiences. So the podcast is yet another one we get to check off.
Yeah. I was nervous. I'm not going to lie. Being real and transparent right now, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. And people out there, I think, can feel that too.
Yeah.
Your authenticity really comes through, I think, more than anything else, because you really do care about the final product of what you're doing as far as helping people understand the experiences that you're going through, but also then your approach to things too is like, I want to get this right, but I'm also like going to be me.
Yeah, no, 100. I definitely want to learn the right way. And poor James, the text messages, the questions, all you guys, and Brianna as well. Like I think I just want to learn and make sure that I'm giving the people what they want and showing them through my eyes, but like in detail as much as I can to make you want to come and do it too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many like little hidden gemstones in the Poconos that people don't know about.
There really are. That's kind of the key component here, is that we can kind of give people the inside track on what they may not find unless they get off the beaten path there. But you've been down this road for a while now too. You're no stranger to kind of the TV production side of things. Tell me about your background and kind of like what you've been doing over the years to really kind of sell products and kind of be out there in the world as Deanna.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I mean, if you really want to dive deep, I never wanted to be in this industry. I was going to school for like criminal justice, and then I was going through fashion merchandising when I changed directions. And then somehow I ended up in the TV and entertainment industry. I started modeling and acting, then I was doing spokesperson stuff. I've been at the shopping channel QVC for 21 years this year.
Is that all? 21?
Just 21. Just 2 decades of my life, nothing. No, but it's been great because I've got to meet a ton of amazing people, and people that have watched me over the years have watched me grow.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, I think just being on TV, same thing, I guess, kind of like here, you're trying to not sell something to someone, but just kind of show them from your side, show them from your experience, from your eyes. So I guess both my worlds kind of collided.
And to our benefit too. It's been great breath of fresh air to have you here too, because it really takes, I think, more perspectives to get the fuller story for especially what we have here in the Poconos. You've been able to now kind of say, I've never shot a firearm like that or at a range or a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And now, speaking from it, you could say, you could try that too at home.
And
Not necessarily at home, but let's say, under supervision.
The thing, for example, like with either, really, like some people might be scared of it, but it's like the good thing about both places that I went to at Sunset Hill Shooting Range and Archery Addictions, that you have your certified trained instructors with you to guide you and teach you and like make your experience amazing. So it's like, don't be scared. Just go have fun, let loose, have a competition with your friends.
And that you think that'll kind of translate into bachelor and bachelorette parties coming and doing that kind of thing.
I already talked to some friends and we want to go back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, then the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
And I can also really get that feel that you love the Poconos. You've come up here over the years. You know this area quite well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it about the Poconos?
It's just, like I said, it's like a little hidden gem in your backyard. I know people travel all over the place. You get on a plane, you go where, but you have this like beautiful hidden gem in your backyard that it's a short drive away, that you can experience all these amazing things that yourself, me, and Brianna, we all kind of like want to show everyone. And you don't have to go far to get it. And there's things that, you might think you have to travel for, but it's right here in the Poconos.
Yeah, it's a short, hour drive maybe from the metros, 2-hour drive from the metros. You've been to Lake Wallenpaupack too. I know that's
yes, my favorite place.
we were just talking. You spend time up there with family, with friends.
I have family up there, and I go up every summer. So.
And you've made memories there, and that's kind of like what I've always kind of harkened back to with the whole Pocono region, is that it's a place where you make these memories, these long-standing traditions with family and friends. So tell me what it is, for you in the summertime going up there. Are you, swimming, boating, fishing,
all of the above.
Right.
No, it's funny you say that because this past summer on the lake, so my cousins have boats and jet skis, and we were out and we were talking about how we're so grateful that our parents took us up as kids. Then my cousin's parents bought a house, and then we started going up to their house every summer. So if it wouldn't have been for like generations before us, like our parents, to start coming to the Poconos, we wouldn't. And now we've created all these memories together, and now their kids. So it's like gonna keep going. And then I have friends that are now coming up to the Poconos that have, so it's just all these memories that just keep flourishing from the Poconos.
One thing too that, we're kind of at I would say a juncture here, or a transition phase for some parts of the Poconos, especially that Lake Wallenpaupack area. Years ago, you would come up and maybe you weren't interested because you were probably underage, but in wineries and distilleries
none of that was around growing up.
But now you've got breweries dotting around the lake.
So I think that's what's good now that I'm at an older age. I'm like, oh, now there's things for me to do.
Well, they're reading my mind is what they're really doing, right?
No, and that's the thing is that, like, I know I like harp on Lake Wallenpaupack because I love it so much, but there are just so many amazing places there to go, like the hotels or the breweries or the wineries or the restaurants, and obviously the lake. Yeah. So. Yeah,
there's 52 miles of shoreline, which means you can kind of do really whatever it is you want.
It is way bigger than you could imagine.
yeah, it is. You could get lost out there. Let's hope that. and being part of PTN then too, you get to kind of see it from like a higher level too, where you get to come on in and meet all the people at the marinas and at the different restaurants and
so that's what's been fun for me with being part of the team now, is because there was definitely places that I went to, in my normal life.
Right.
But now being a part of the PTN team, I'm getting to, like you said, meet the people behind Magic and just get to experience places that I didn't even know were up here. Because the Poconos is way bigger than you could imagine.
Slightly big, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I never knew how big it really was, I think, because, you go up and you go to certain places and that's it. So now I'm getting to go to the different counties and go to the different towns and see all these places that I never knew existed. And I'm like, wait a minute. I have to share this with everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to pick places to show people where it's like, where does Deanna want to go? Okay, come along with me.
I think we're going to look forward to each and every story that you have to tell. I know you've kind of planned out the year too, so people will really have to kind of tune in each and every month to see where you are and what kind of stories you're doing, because even today,
like, where's Deanna next?
You're at a farm, but it's like one of the largest regenerative organic farms in North America.
Which was amazing for me to find out today. Like, I learned so much stuff today, and I was like, wow, and it's right here in my backyard, and I didn't even know it.
It so is. It so is. It's like I think it's an educational aspect too that they try to do here is help people understand where their food comes from, what nutritional ingredients are there too, and that's something that really the Poconos also has kind of taken on over these last couple decades. Health and wellness is
very important.
Health and wellness, you've been to the lodge at Woodlock, you've been to.
That's what I was going to say. So it goes from like the spas that I love so much to like I'm such a foodie too. So.
Oh man, you could really have your cake and eat it too up here.
Oh yes.
I think that people too will gravitate towards your personality because it's just one of those personalities. Right, but like you are the girl next door in some way, shape, or form too. So I think that that's really a credit to like you kind of just being authentic, as I said earlier, but also then wanting to be part of this new endeavor, which is Pocono Television Network, and we're growing by leaps and bounds. We're in people's homes all throughout, the tri-state area, and people can stream us on over.
Well, that's what's so fun. We're touching so many people. And like TV, website, everywhere, and I'm like, everybody come check out the Poconos.
And people can follow you on social too.
Yes.
What is your social handle? I'm gonna put a little quiz to you.
Deanna Fontanez, and then _ at the end. Very
good, Deanna Fontanez, and you guys can find her obviously tagged and shared through the PTN. That's at Pocono TV Network on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the whole 9 yards, and of course. At Pocono Tourism is also another place where you guys could follow us and all of our things that we're doing because, it's only just starting to warm up.
I feel like I want the people to tell me what they want. Where do you want me to go next? What adventure do you want me to try? A food place? Give me all the suggestions.
Careful, we might have you jumping out of a plane soon or something like that.
I like adventure.
Well, Deanna, you have really, again, upped our game here at the Pocono Television Network, so we appreciate you joining us here on the podcast, on the monthly show. Again, you're here at Pocono Organics for the April episode, which premieres, I think it's April 2nd. I think it's the first Sunday. Yeah, so no April Fools there. It's just the day after. But Deanna, anything else you want to leave our listeners with here on the podcast?
No, just stay tuned and check out all my adventures coming up.
We are going to stay tuned. We are going to keep tuning in. And thank you again for joining us here on the podcast. And we'll definitely feature you a little bit more, too, in the podcast when we can.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course. It's Jim Hamill here with the podcast in the Pocono Mountains. Please subscribe to us on any podcast available, any podcasting platform available. And, of course, follow us at PoconoTelevision.com. Thanks for listening. Deanna Fontanez, PTN host, big fan of the Poconos, and overall, one of the most kind and friendly folks I've come across in my travels. We're very happy to have her. Watch for Deanna on PTN on air and online, streaming, and on social media.
We all need a vacation.
There's so much right here in the Poconos.
Walks in the sun along one of our shorelines.
Visiting parks, or even family fun water parks.
Our cool free stuff, like Boulder Field.
Get away from it all, and you can do it close to home. The Poconos, an easy drive for an amazing vacation.
And it's a good value. For offers and deals, please visit us at PoconoMountains.com/offers.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Pocono Mountains Podcast. I'm Jim Hamill. Deanna recently took aim at two spots where you can target practice in the Poconos: Archery Addictions in Lehighton and Sunset Hill Shooting Range near Mount Pocono. Here's her recent story for the March edition of Pocono Mountains Magazine.
Hey everyone, Deanna Fontanez here from the Pocono Television Network. If you're looking for something different, filled with a little thrill and excitement, I've got just the places for you. We're here at our first stop, Archery Addictions. Let's go inside. So this is AT, owner of Archery Addictions. AT, I've never done archery before, but I was super intrigued. So what can you guys teach me today?
Well, we teach more than just archery. We have a full service and full line of firearms, kayaks. We do offer fishing equipment, clothing. But back to our mainstay with archery, we start with the basics all the way up to the advanced expert shooter. If your main thing is you want to be a hunter or a target shooter, we can do both. So yeah, we can get you going from the basic, like I said, all the way up.
Unlike me, basic beginner here. So why don't we head to the range and start learning?
Sounds good.
All right. This is a family-owned business. This is Ryan, who's a jack of all trades. So today he's going to be my instructor on the range. So Ryan, what's the difference between all the bows?
So you got right and left-handed and overall size from youth to adult. We'll have you on this one here.
Okay.
So you're gonna grab your left hand in the front here, and we get to head over to the line.
All right. So how do I stand?
Yep, so you're gonna stand with your toes facing me, being a right-handed shooter.
Okay.
Good. We're gonna put it on the left side of the bow, so the side closest to you.
Okay. Now, does the color on the end of it matter?
Absolutely does. The odd color is always gonna go out towards you to prevent
so
any
facing
contact
me.
on the bow.
Okay. And then where do I put it here?
You're gonna be putting it underneath this little knot on the string.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and it just clips on?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And then you gotta make sure your arrow comes up onto the metal rest there.
Okay.
So you're gonna take 3 fingers, pointer, middle, and ring finger, all underneath the arrow.
Okay.
Correct. And just going to extend the front arm. And you're gonna pull to your pointer fingers by the corner of your mouth.
Okay.
You're gonna shut your left eye, being right eye dominant.
Okay.
Pull a little further. And whenever you're ready, you may relax your fingers and let it fly. Not bad.
Well, I hit the target.
You did absolutely hit the target. Left and rights were good, just high.
Not too bad.
It's not bad.
For my first time, it was easier than I expected.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
So beginners, don't worry. You have amazing instructors like Ryan here that'll teach you. AT, so this is where the magic happens of where you guys string your own bows in-house?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We make custom strings here. I can do any combination. We do pinstripe, 3-color, 2-color.
I was looking at your wall of colors.
Yes, my opinion is a bit better quality when you're doing it in-house. We're not mass producing.
Wow, AT, that was such an amazing experience. And whether you're a beginner or experienced, Archery Addictions has something for everyone. And if people want to check you guys out, where can they find you?
We have a full website at www.archeryaddictions.com. We're also on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, so make sure to check out their website and their social media platforms. Now we're going to head to our second location. Ready to pull the trigger on some nonstop action? Let's go. Now we're at Sunset Hill Shooting Range in Henryville. This facility is amazing and geared towards beginners, so don't worry if you have no experience. Now I'm gonna go inside and do the check-in process. Let's go. Hey, how are ya?
Good morning, Deanna. How are you? Welcome to
Good.
Sunset Hill Shooting
Thanks
Range.
for having me. I'm excited to be here.
There's a few steps we have to go through in the beginning to get you started.
I'll send you over to Bob and he'll get you outside.
All right, thank you so much.
Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Excited?
Yes.
Okay. I asked you to
on?
put your ears on.
Okay.
Yep. Please keep your eyes and ears on until you re-enter the building.
Okay.
Okay. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right.
I'm excited.
I have a reservation. Can I send her out?
10-4, Bob, send her out.
All right. Let's go, guys.
Hi, what's going on?
Hey,
Welcome
how
to
are
Sunset
ya?
Hill. How are you? My name is Connor. I'm going to be your instructor today.
Deanna, nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
nice to meet you. Just a couple of things to go over before we get started. Please keep your eyes and ears on at all times,
Okay.
and I do have 3 rules you have to follow about the guns.
Okay.
First of all, the muzzle, which is the front of the barrel, always stays pointed down range. Anything you point the gun at can and will destroy, so we got to keep it pointed in a safe direction. Rule number 2, pointer finger stays off the trigger till you're 100% on target, ready to fire. And rule number 3 is no rapid fire. Take good 2 to 3 seconds in between shots. It's all about accuracy. You want to hit your target. You want to try a grenade launcher?
Yes, obviously.
Right this way. Follow me.
Come on.
There you go. You place it right inside there. Perfect, just like that. And whenever you're ready, take your right thumb. You're going to cock the hammer back and just pull all the way back till you feel it click. Excellent, just like that. And whenever you're ready, fire in the hole. Send it. There you go.
Ooh.
Ooh, just passed it. There you go.
Oh, darn. Where to next?
We're going to head over to our VIP section and shoot some rifles.
Okay,
Sound
let's
good?
go. Yeah.
Right this way. So the first one we're going to start with is the Bushmaster ACR. I'm going to take this down off the wall. We're going to go to the bay and I'll get it set up for you. Sound good?
All right, a nice mix.
Oh, yes it is. Lean, tuck it in nice and tight to that shoulder. The more firm it is in that shoulder pocket, the better it'll feel. Good. So we want to try some handguns next. We have a full variety here. You see anything you like?
Yeah, I think I want to try this one.
Good. You're in there. Excellent. Keeping it in the red.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for showing me the VIP experience.
Absolutely.
Now what's next?
You ever shoot a fully automatic?
No.
Let's go shoot a full
All right,
machine
let's
gun.
go.
Right this way.
Here goes nothing.
Excellent. There you go.
Well, this one will definitely get your heart pumping.
Want to end off with a bang?
Yes, let's end with a bang, guys.
How does the 50 BMG sound?
I don't know, but I'm ready to try it.
I'll show you right this way.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, take that right hand. Reach. Hard forward, hard down. Excellent, just like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Send it. There you go. Nice shot. Excellent. Very good. Awesome.
Wow, Carl, that was amazing.
Well, I can see you had a good time.
Yeah, I
Wow,
did
you did
good.
great. Did you
Yeah.
shoot the 50 cal?
I did, and I get to take a souvenir home.
Wow, that's awesome. So how many of our 120 plus guns did you try?
Quite a few. So if a group of people are coming, how does that play out for them?
So a group from 2 to 20, 25, whatever it is, corporate event, just a group of friends, we handle them all. They get their
Okay.
own instructors. We also have VIP experiences.
Which I got to try, and it was very fun. So thank you so much again for having us.
Thank you.
If everyone wants to check you out, where can they go?
SunsetRange.com. Check us out, our website, and also you can book your reservations.
Well, thank you again. I'm Deanna Fontanez from the Pocono Television Network.
Deanna Fontanez, bringing us stories from all across the Pocono Mountains on PTN, and we're very lucky to have her. We hope you enjoyed Pocono Mountains podcast. Please remember to subscribe anywhere podcasts are available. Come visit us in the Pocono Mountains. Plan your trip today.